they gave me my 3 suggestions, but I have to see everything, you know? So I went through and checked pretty much like every piece that they had. It is like, if you fall in love with something, it's a great way, I think, to make it yours. They have a pretty extensive selection, but I don't know that they have the variety right now that I would want to continue this indefinitely. How many times you can have the opportunity to wear like those like huge dangly Christmas tree earrings, or, you know, Santa earrings, or, you know, turkey earrings for Thanksgiving. There isn't really anyone else out there that does exactly what they do. So this would be ideal for something like that, I think. Guys, it's Lauren from Subscribeboxer. I just got this package in from Rocksbox. I thought we would open it up. Rocksbox is a jewelry rental subscription. So every month they send you 3 pieces of jewelry. You can keep them as long as you like. You still pay a monthly fee, but you can keep the jewelry for 3 months. You can return it within 2 days. It's up to you. And when you return your jewelry, they'll send you 3 more pieces. When you sign up for the service, they ask you a whole bunch of questions, you know, like, do you like pendant necklaces? Do you like layers? Do you like gold or rose gold or silver? Do you like natural stones? And then they curate their recommendations based on that. You're able to go in and swap out their recommendations before they'll send you your 3 pieces. So, for example, they recommended to me a pair of like hoop earrings that were cute, but not as interesting as I wanted. So I swapped them out for a bracelet that should be in here. You get it costs $21 a month, and you get a $21 credit each month towards purchasing the jewelry if you want to keep it. Each of the 3 pieces that I have in this box cost around, I want to say like $60 to $75, but I could put that $21 credit towards one of those pieces if I decide I want to keep it. The one thing about the credit is that it doesn't roll over each month, so you can't save it up, but you will get a new $21 credit each month. So if you wanted to just start hoarding jewelry, this is a great way to try it out and get a little discount when you're gonna buy. I haven't seen a lot of other straight like jewelry rental subscriptions. There are places like Rent the Runway that do like fashion and jewelry, and then there are jewelry subscription services that will send you, you know, 1 to several pieces of jewelry every month, but it's for you to keep. These guys are kind of unique in that they do a rental subscription, and then you can buy the jewelry as well. One thing I was a little concerned about was how they clean the jewelry. I don't have any earrings in this pack, but they do have earrings, and they do list on their website, I think it was like a post-COVID blog post that they put on their website, but they do say that they, you know, sanitize everything with like medical grade sanitizers. You know, they follow like CDC guidelines for all of that stuff. So that gave me a little more peace of mind. In terms of selection, they have a few different designers that they seem like they work with. They have earrings, they have rings, they have necklaces, they have bracelets, some unisex jewelry, a lot of Kate Spade, Kendra Scott, a couple of different designers like that. A pretty extensive selection of celestial jewelry. Fair amount of like natural stones and kind of like sculptural pieces, a fair amount of holiday pieces, which kind of range from like delicate, you know, wear to your office Christmas party, to like the kind of bolder, more fun, like big, you know, crystal dangly Christmas tree earrings, or like they had crystal skulls for Halloween, stuff like that. So there isn't a range. I kind of wish there was a little more variety. They do also have their line called Demi-Fine, which is, most of the pieces tend to be a little daintier, but it's really more affordable pieces. So they are silver or gold plated pieces. So if you are in the market to like, you know, expand your collection, and you're not looking for heirloom quality pieces, you know, you're looking for fun stuff to wear out on like a Friday night, that's a really good place to look. But let's open this up and see what I got. So in this little bubble mailer, super cute. It says that it's a reusable, recyclable box. This is like a pretty quality, you know, paper jewelry box. But I dumped everything out all over the floor. This is just a little welcome card with membership tips. This is just how to return stuff, what to do if you lose your shipping label, how often you can return stuff like that. There is a shipping label in here so that when I'm ready, I can send this back and I won't have to pay for shipping, which is awesome. And if you do lose your shipping label, you can go under your account online and print a new one. I already checked that because I don't trust myself. Jewelry care, just like how to clean your jewelry. And then, oh, they're each in their own individual pouch, it looks like. first piece. When I filled out the survey in the beginning, they asked me my ring size or sizes, you know, if you want to stack rings or put them on a couple different fingers, stuff like that. I kind of guessed, so let's see. Oh yeah, that fits me pretty well actually. That's pretty. It's smaller than I thought it was based on the picture. This was from their Celestial collection. It's a opal, I don't know that it's a genuine opal, but it's an opal center with crystals. It's a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, which I kind of like. I usually prefer delicate jewelry, and that's one thing that I do wish they had more of a selection of like interesting but still delicate pieces. And then I wish that they had more classic pieces. Like some of the Kate Spade pieces are like really classic cuffs, and they had like some tennis bracelets, stuff like that. I do wish they had like more of that kind of stuff. This is wrapped in bubble wrap as well. This is the necklace that I got. This was one of them that they, actually I think the ring was as well. I think these were both things that they suggested to me. I know the necklace definitely was. I'm trying to remember now because I went through and they gave me my 3 suggestions, but I have to see everything, you know. So I went through and checked pretty much like every piece that they had before I made my decision. But that's very pretty, delicate necklace. This is something that I could definitely see myself owning. It's in really good shape. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if I can get it to focus, but I'll show you some close-ups. It's in really good shape, like no crystals missing, nothing damaged or anything. I assume that they check all of that before they send stuff out. Everything is packaged just like as if I got it brand new, which is pretty cool. Like it feels like I just bought jewelry, not rented something that someone has already, you know, possibly borrowed before me. This was one of the ones that I swapped out the earrings for, or this is the one that I swapped out the earrings for. This is like kind of a cool sculptural bangle. This is like the kind of thing that I don't think I would buy without seeing in person. I feel like pieces like this with the texture and like the different, you know, the different widths of the bands on it and stuff, I really need to like get a feel for a piece before I purchase it. It's hard to tell just based on the picture what the quality is going to be like, and that's something that I pay a lot of attention to. Especially with bracelets, because I feel like I knock them around a lot. It's very pretty. I'm not going to attempt to put the necklace on. And then I've got prices for everything. So yeah, the half sun pendant, it's gold and cubic zirconia, is $61. This cuff is $71. And the Lyra sun ring in opal and cubic zirconia is $61. So I have a monthly credit for $21. That's my membership fee. I have a $5 shopping credit. I think because I think when I signed up, they told me like if I liked a certain amount of things or added a certain amount of things to my wish list, I would get that credit. So I did that. And then there's a buy all 3 discount for $10. So if I buy all of them, the subtotal would have been $193, and I can get them for $157 with all of those discounts. I'm probably not going to buy all of these, but it is like if you fall in love with something, it's a great way, I think, to make it yours. My shipping label's on here. I'm going to cover my address, but the return shipping label is on here. And yeah, I will get charged another $21 at the beginning of next month in a couple weeks. And whether or not I return these, or, you know, unless I cancel, but I will get charged another $21 at the beginning of next month, and that will like kind of reset that discount for me. But I can return these as many times as I want until then and exchange them for new things. I can buy these, I can, you know, cancel my membership. I think it's a pretty cool service. I think that I don't know that they have the selection. They have a pretty extensive selection, but I don't know that they have the variety right now that I would want to continue this indefinitely. I could see like wedding season definitely using this, around the holidays using this. I went through a phase a couple of years ago where I felt like I was going to like a wedding every couple months or even every couple of weeks. So if you're like right, you know, in there with your friend group or whatever, that's like the perfect time to do something like this. I've definitely like impulse bought jewelry or bought jewelry for events that I never wore ever again. So this would be ideal for something like that, I think. Or if you just want to like try out some new things. Like I said, they have like a couple of designers that they seem like they work with pretty regularly. So especially if you like those styles, like if you like the big like natural stone, like Kendra Scott pieces, they have like a ton of like the celestial stuff, like this ring and even like this necklace, you know. If that's your style, definitely check them out. And then like, yeah, holiday stuff for sure, especially if you're looking for something like a little like wacky that you wouldn't, you know, how many how many times you can have the opportunity to wear like those like huge dangly Christmas tree earrings, or, you know, Santa earrings, or, you know, turkey earrings for Thanksgiving. I feel like those kinds of pieces are like almost better to just rent, because otherwise you're kind of locked into wearing them once a year, every single year for the rest of your life to get your money's worth. But yeah, I think that this is a great deal. They always have promos going on. There's like discount codes online that you can probably find to get money off your first box, or get like an extra couple bucks off like I did with the making the wish list. There isn't really anyone else out there that does exactly what they do. There are a couple places where you can get like a pair of earrings sent to you every month, or like, you know, even a couple pieces of jewelry, but it's for you to keep kind of, unless you really hate it. And then there are a lot of places that'll send you like a surprise piece, which these guys can do if you go with what they kind of curate, but you can always like just go in and change it before they send it and pick what you actually want, and you can set your wish list and stuff. I do like that when I signed up, part of the questionnaire, they had me fill out if I had any metal allergies, which I think is pretty important for some people. And then if I had any like upcoming events or like special occasions that they wanted me to pick pieces, or that they wanted to pick pieces for me, which I think is pretty thoughtful. It does work kind of like a personal jewelry stylist, which is fun. And just, you know, being able to browse everything and set up your wish list is pretty cool. There were maybe a handful of pieces, it looked like, that weren't available, or that, you know, are probably harder to get because they're popular and other people rent them out. There was like a snake bracelet that was recommended to me that seems like it's pretty popular. So you might have to kind of like, you know, it's like waiting to check out a popular library book. You might have to wait for certain pieces, but for the most part, there didn't seem to be any issues there. Shipping was super fast. They sent me the return shipping label, so it's gonna be really easy to return it. Website is really easy to navigate. I can go, when I log in right now, it'll show me the 3 pieces that I have right now. I can rate them, I can choose to purchase them, or I can just start my return and they'll send me the next 3 pieces, or I can choose even the next 3 pieces for them to send me. Yeah, especially if you have like an event or holiday coming up, but if you just want to like play around, try some new jewelry, I definitely recommend them. The fact that the rental fee gets credited towards you purchasing the piece is like an absolute win in my book, because if you're thinking about buying a piece of jewelry anyway, why not just rent it first? Because you're essentially renting it for free if you put that money towards buying it anyway, you know? Yeah, I think that it's a great idea. There aren't a lot of other people that do specifically this, and I think it's a great price for what you get. So this one gets a thumbs up from me.